Hey, no way, long time no see. How you been? Good to hear me. Oh, I've been super duper, thanks for asking. Yeah, it's good to see you. I'm actually glad you came by. There's something I wanted to talk about. So, I'm just going to smash this post-workout shakedown real quick, and then I'm going to have a quick chat with you about why New Year's resolutions are bullshit. My name's Ashley Mundy, and this is The Progress Machine. Alright, so New Year's resolutions. Why New Year's resolutions bullshit? Bold statement, I know, hot take. Who's ever said that before? Let's start by qualifying what a New Year's resolution is. From the way I see it, New Year's resolution is when you get to the end of the year and it's about to click over into the new year, you say to yourself, I'm going to do this. It's one of those things that you tell yourself all the way through the year that you want to do and you want to get started on, and you keep putting it off. And then at the end of the year, for some reason, everyone thinks, oh, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now. And the start of the year is the perfect time to do it. New year, new me. And it just doesn't work. Now, I say New Year's resolutions are bullshit. And I say that as a very absolute statement. See, I've read a lot of articles. I've watched a lot of other people talk about it. But as far as like citations and evidence goes, I don't feel like I need any. Because all I have to ask you to do is think to yourself, 1, how many New Year's resolutions have you ever made to yourself? 2, how many New Year's resolutions have your friends ever told you that they're making? And 3, out of all of those, how many have ever stuck? Yeah, exactly. Now, why? Why is it that New Year's resolutions never stick? I think it comes down to the word resolution. I think has a lot to do with it. So that word resolution seems to me like it comes from resolve. Right? You're resolving to do something. You have resolved to do something. And the thing about resolve is it goes about as fast as it comes. Okay? No sooner have you thought to yourself, I want to do this thing, than all the motivation completely leaves you 5 seconds later. And that's what happens in New Year's resolutions. Now, why is that the case? It's because that's not how change works. Okay, when you're making a New Year's resolution, what you're essentially doing is saying is, I want to make this change in my life, and I want to do it overnight. No, it doesn't work. I'm sorry, that just isn't the way these things work. Well, the other problem with New Year's resolutions is such a short window. You know, the problem is once you've made this New Year's resolution, well, you've almost created in your head this set of circumstances where, okay, this is my one shot to make this change, and if I miss that, then I have to wait until next year, because New Year's is the time to make resolutions. At the end of the day, what you're left with is New Year's resolutions are just a really bastardized form of goal setting. Now, it is definitely important to set goals, and I think that New Year's is a good time to set goals, but New Year's goals and New Year's resolutions are two very different things, in my opinion. So here's the main difference between New Year's resolutions and goals. For an example, I'm going to use exercise, because exercise, I think, is the most common New Year's resolution. I'm going to get fitter, I'm going to join the gym, da-da-da. In this example, we have the resolutioner. Easiest first step. Go down to the gym, get the membership, start going to the gym, you buy yourself some new gym clothes, you're feeling good, you're ready to go. A couple of weeks in, you might go for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then it starts to get hard. You start to hit that part where, you know, you're getting into a new skill or whatever, and it's getting a bit difficult. And then, what do you do? What do? You hit a brick wall, because the resolve that you had when the new year turned over, when you were so determined to make this change, that's a month behind you. That's gone. Okay, what are you going to do to convince yourself to go to the gym when it starts getting hard, or doing whatever other thing that you wanted to do for New Year's? You're not. You're just going to fall flat, you're going to fall off the wagon, and then next year you're going to make the same promise to yourself and repeat the cycle. And this just goes on and on and on for so many people everywhere all the fucking time. It's not I'm not preaching anything new here. This is all pretty obvious. The difference with goals is, when you set yourself a goal, you set yourself something achievable. Okay? Going to the gym is not a goal. Okay, it's a resolution. It's, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get fit. It doesn't work as a goal because it's too airy-fairy. There's no achievable criteria. Goals need to be smart. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have heard about SMART goals, But basically, it's a way to measure whether or not a goal you're setting is a reasonable goal, is something that's worth actually striving for, okay? It's an acronym. So I always fuck this up. So give me a second. Let me see if I can remember what this stands for. So SMART stands for simple, measurable. A is achievable. R is... You know what? I can't remember what R is, but I will post it up here in editing when I'm done. And T is time frame. I went and looked it up. Turns out that the S stands for specific, not simple, and the R stands for realistic. And the reason I get that sort of mixed up is because I find that realistic is a little bit redundant next to achievable. It sort of seem to mean the same thing, like something that you can reasonably foresee attaining. And as far as simple goes, also, I meant the same thing as specific. You know, it's something that can be zoned in on. Anyway, back to the video. So your goal needs to be simple, needs to be easy to understand. You need to be able to measure it. It needs to be quantifiable. It needs to be something that you can actually achieve. It needs to be achievable, so it needs to be something that can possibly be done. So saying I want to be able to run 10Ks in a month, not achievable, right? It's important to be ambitious, but also be achievable. And then T, time frame. You need to have a time within which you want to achieve the goal. Now, I hope you can see that a goal such as, or a resolution such as, I want to get fit, I want to go to the gym more often, isn't smart. Okay, it doesn't make sense. There's nowhere to go. What's more often? Okay, is that once a month if you're not going to the gym at all? Is that once a fortnight? Is that 3 times a day? How are you supposed to know what you're doing and where you're going? The way I believe you should be doing your goals is New Year's goals. You sit down and you write down what you want to get done in the year. Now, this is a totally different thing, because when you're writing down what you want to get done in the year, there is nothing there that has such a severe sense of urgency as a New Year's resolution. Pursuing a New Year's resolution is expecting change instantly, and change doesn't happen instantly. Okay, change is a gradual, slow, grueling process. If you have bad habits, if you have things in your lifestyle that you want to change, you have to keep trying at it. You have to go through the hard things. You have to go through the hurdles. You can't just go overnight. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So we write down, okay, I want to read, not I want to read more. I want to read more. No. I want to read 5 books. I want to read 5 books this year. If I can read more than that, hell yeah. Okay? If I don't manage to get through 5 books, fuck bugger. But having that goal there, and having that written down and put in my drawer next to my bed will constantly have it in my head, which means I'll probably end up getting through more books than I did last year. Last year, I read 1 whole book and got through some spatterings and bits and pieces of a couple others. But my goal was to read 3. Okay? Didn't reach it. But I still bumped it up this year anyway, because I hope I'm going to do it. And last year I read more books than I read the year before. So, you know, gradual change, you see? The other thing is, exercise. I don't want to go to the gym more. I don't want to get fit. Okay, it's a terrible New Year's resolution. No, my goal is I want to be able to do a muscle up, and this might be ambitious, but I'm joining a jiu-jitsu place. I want to be a blue belt by the end of the year. I want to be a blue belt by next year. Now, once again, I have no idea how unachievable that is. That I don't know what it takes to become a blue belt from a white belt, but screw it. Right? It's a direction to go in. And it's going to keep me moving towards my goal, not my resolution. Okay? What's going to keep me going to the gym? The thought that, oh, well, I'd like to learn jiu-jitsu because that'd be pretty cool. Or I want to get a blue belt. What sounds more powerful? What sounds more motivating? Makes sense, right? Muscle up, okay? It's one thing. It's one really simple, really achievable thing. If I can get a muscle up done by the end of the year, I've never been able to do a muscle up before. If I can get a muscle up done by the end of the year, I will be stoked. All right? And it's only one really simple little thing, but it's still a lot more powerful and a lot more specific than I want to get fit and go to the gym. And I have all year to do it. Okay, so once again, the trade-off is, yeah, I don't have that sense of urgency, like I need to get it done, but I generate that urgency from other things. Mainly, other goal setting. Because, you know, you don't just do one set of goal setting at the beginning of the year and then just leave it at that. No, I'm talking about New Year's resolutions. This is why they don't work. Because you only do it at New Year's. And if you know anything about goal setting, you know that goal setting has to be done continually over time. Otherwise, it's worthless. Okay, so I think that's actually going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to have to love yous and leave yous. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please comment, like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mum, blah, 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 blah. If there's anything that I mentioned in this video that you would like to hear more about, chuck it down in the comments down below. I'd love to have some more ideas. One of the reasons I haven't been able to bring out videos is because I haven't had any ideas for goddamn videos. So if you guys could help me out with that, I'd much appreciate it. So chuck it down in the comments. But until next time, much love, peace out, have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the flip side.